Those are yours?
I was like, oh, I got some sport shoes. I'm like, they're a little big for me.
We can get some for you.
I need this here. I'm a new champion.
Welcome,
I'm just
champ.
figuring this out.
You know what? Here, let's do this.
Oh!
Let's do one of those.
Even better.
How about that, buddy?
Look at you, Tony. Always thinking.
Thank you, champ.
Willow, a huge congratulations to you tonight. I know so much went in to this match, to you becoming our new champion. It feels like you've really come into yourself recently. How do you feel tonight?
I mean, I feel like you hear about people becoming champions. It's maybe a little redundant, but it's only because it's true. It's like, it's unreal. You know, I was a wrestling fan since I was a kid, and much to, I don't know, the dismay of my parents at times, who are here. Mom, Dad, I got my sister over here at the side. They came out to support me today, and and like this is always what I wanted to do. So to be here and to now be the face of TBS, it's surreal, but it's also not. It's reality. I made this happen. So yeah, I feel very invigorated.
We'll open up to media.
Hi, Willow. Oh, Danielle Livingston from SMNE Radio and Black Girl Wrestling. Congratulations on your win tonight. I ask, as you turn your attention away from Julia Hart and onto Mercedes Moné or whatever might come for you at Double or Nothing, how do you plan on refocusing and turning your attention towards your new opponents throughout your title reign?
I mean, honestly, I obviously do have to refocus. That is a clear obstacle that is ahead of me, but like, I just won this tonight. I'm just trying to celebrate, have a good time, you know, celebrate on how we even got here in the first place. Hope, you know, I'm planning to be a champion still at Double or Nothing, but I got defenses lined up. Fingers crossed I get through those intact with this in my hands around my waist. So let's celebrate tonight, and we'll get there when we get there. Yeah.
Next question over here, Will.
Hey.
Hello, Allison Gore, Covalent TV. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've had a really incredible year, and your ascension has been so fast and incredible. How has it felt achieving so much in such a short time?
You know, it's people always say like an overnight success doesn't happen overnight. Like for me, even getting to AEW in the first place felt like such a, just like, I had to put work in like every day, every moment, because I really started here. I was coming down to Jacksonville during the pandemic, and I was sitting front row in the crowd and cheering for everyone, and I was in the dark matches and like trying my best to put my best foot forward and like be the best Willow I could be and make an impression. And while I did feel like there were people who were paying attention, it was like, how do I make this happen? Like, I want this to be my job. I want to work here. I love AEW. Like, I was sitting down during quarantine at home every Wednesday watching in my Philly apartment with my boyfriend. So I was like, I know this is where I want to be. So for me, it felt like a very long journey, but I think honestly, starting last year in May when I first wrestled Mercedes to the Owen Hart tournament that I won, and then even having the first women's main event in Ring of Honor history against Athena, like bang, 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 back to back, that felt like a new level for me entirely that I was reaching. And so at that point, that's when it was clear to me, I was like, okay, I can be this performer, I can be this high level competitor. So when the opportunity was put before me, like, okay, you're the next competitor for the TBS title, I was like, well, I know it's within me. I've won before, and I just got to do my best to try again. So really, that was my mindset going into it, and now we're here. And you always think about like getting to the finish line, but this isn't the finish line. It's like now I'm kind of just starting. I got to keep defending this bad boy. It's very pretty, and I would like to hold on to it as long as possible.
Question over here for Willow.
Hi, Willow. Amy Nimity with WrestleJoy. First, congratulations on your win. The arena erupted for you. They were very, very happy. Now, you've had this incredible storyline, this incredible rise to this moment as the TBS champion. And I was curious, when you look at moving forward, you know, you're celebrating your win tonight, and you know, you've said that you're just getting started. What kind of mark are you looking to put on the TBS championship? Each champion so far seems to have had their own mark that they've left on the title. Jade was the inaugural dominant champion. Chris Statlander seemed to showcase the strengths of the division, and Julia, of course, was shadowed in an enigma. What sort of mark are you looking to put on the TBS championship going forward? Thank you, and congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Also, shout out how many women journalists we have in the audience. So far, all 3 questions have been women journalists, and I love to see that. And as far as like my title reign, what I want to kind of be taken away is obviously Chris Statlander is someone who's so very close to me. I've known her for years and years and years. We both came up in Long Island wrestling together, and it's really great to be at this stage together and have her like right by my side for all of it. So I look to her as someone who was like an amazing TBS champion in my opinion, who was like constantly working like Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, back and forth, like all the time wrestling, and just like showing how like you can't mess with her. She's the best. She's a champion for a reason. So I hope to follow in her footsteps in that regard. But one thing that I'm particularly proud about my role in AEW is I've noticed, or I guess I take pride in like being someone who's gone overseas, gone to work with our partners at New Japan and CMLL, and I've wrestled in Japan and in Mexico so far, being like the first woman in our division to go representing AEW specifically. And personally, I hope that I would have opportunities to bring in people from different countries. You know, I think we have an amazing roster. I want to face as many of the girls that we got here as possible, but also if we could get any of those Stardom, CMLL wrestlers in, if that could be possible, I would love that. I want to be a fighting champion.
Willow, next question over here. Congratulations, Willow. This is David Perry from Evan Max World of Wrestling. And my question to you is, how will your strategy change going from the House of Black and Julia Hart and switching into the CEO that is Mercedes Moné? What differences in your strategy will you implement in going against Mercedes Moné?
That's a really great question. Personally, going into tonight's match with Julia, I had never pinned her before. I'd never won a match against her before. So I did have to try and like come at this from a different angle. Previously, with Mercedes, I have the same advantage where it's like, well, I have wrestled her before. So anytime you're wrestling somebody you already have experience against, you have a little bit extra knowledge going into it. But I am someone who has been wrestling for the entirety of the past year. Mercedes has not, and we really don't know what she has been doing in the meantime. Whereas all of my recent work has been out there for her to study. So there is a little bit of like, I don't know what to expect, but also I was her last opponent and I beat her. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed, keep working hard, and we'll see how it goes.
Great answer.
Thank you.
2 more questions for Willow, one over here.
Hi, Willow.
Hi, Phil.
Hi. The TBS title has kind of become the belt for homegrown talent, whether it be Julia, Jay Cargill. How does it feel to be a part of that lineage?
You know, I've actually never thought of it that way. But to me, I've already spoken about how much I love AEW, how even before I was here, I was watching it on my couch every Wednesday night. But to be at a company where I kind of started at the bottom, right? Where I was striving to prove myself time and time and time again, to now be the TBS champion, it's a great honor. And when I look at the women who held the championship before me, I really do have so much respect and appreciate what each one of them has been able to do. And of course, for myself, selfishly, I don't want to let this championship down. I don't want to let myself down, but I also feel like I have to uphold the level of competitiveness, the level of like regality even that every single champion so far has held. So I know that that's what's ahead of me, and that is what I aim to obtain and continue to like manage.
Got a lot of good head nods on regality.
Regality.
Do we have one more question? I think that's it. That was it? Great. Well, thank you so much, Willow. Huge congratulations.
Congratulations.
Again, go out, celebrate, enjoy your
I
night.
sure will. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Tony. Thank you.